Guys, welcome back to the channel here. In this video here, I'm going to do about unboxing something really rare. This here is an HPI RS4 Sports 2. Very rare to find. Yes guys, let's go. Hi guys, this here is, it's not brand new, so it's not, there's the car here, it's been built and all, but I'm glad I got this kit because I bought this years ago, and I'm going to do a bit of unboxing and viewing it just to see what comes with the kit. So, right, this kit here is an RS Sports 2, right, and it came out the year 2000, and the item number in this kit is hash 263. So that's the item number for that air kit. So it's a very old kit, guys, because it's been out a long time. And in this box here, which you can see is the chassis is hard plastic, so it is double deck. The battery sits long ways. You'll probably see there's 6 slots there, but we'll talk about that later, so we will. This side here is probably the same. So there's nothing really special, but you have to remember, back in the day, guys, there was no such thing as ready to run with HPI back in the day. I don't know what year the ready to run kit came out, but I'm sure it's around about 2002, 2004. But don't quote me on that. But in the early days there, HPI brought out all the assembly kits so we can build it, which is good. But it's still expensive back them days. And now there's 5 or 6 of these kits came out. I might pop them up somewhere and give you the item number. They've done one like a Toyota, a Honda, and a Porsche. The Porsche is a nice one. I think there's not many. I think there's only 6 of these kits come out. So I have 5 or 6. Don't quote me on that one. So it's great to have it in my collection because it's a very rare kit. So the Bodyshell on this here is a Dodge Stratus, as an American car. And obviously the guy who owned it looked after it really well. Very little damage done to it. As you see the car, now I'm missing one thing. You probably noticed if you look at the leverage on the box art, you see the sticker here in the front and the roof at the top. Now it's none on this here. There's supposed to be a set come with that there, because these sets here come with Thunder design, I think it was. Thunder design, that is at the bottom. You can buy all different shapes of stickers, so you can and then stick it on your car. Obviously this kit here don't have it, so no, I'm not disappointed, but the boy owned it, so he can do whatever he wants, but let's try and get it back to the original as I could. And the only downfall with this here, I've been searching the last 6 months, trying to find a body shell for this year, the Dodge Stratus, and it's very hard to find. So I was thinking of changing the different body on it. I don't know what, it's just to see what's available. To see what's available. So let's take a look at the chassis, guys, because I done a lot of research there on the chassis. So I have, this chassis is, it's very nice design, very lovely design for an HPI. Apparently it won the year RC award in 1996. Oh no, sorry, 98. They give it 10 out of 10 in some of the magazines. It's a lovely, it's a double decker, which you see it has 2 belts on it, big spur gear, I don't know what motor's on there at the minute, so I don't. And it came with LRP, what do you call it? LRP speed controller. Now, these things here was the bee's knees. I mean, if you want to enter a pro racing competition, this here is the one you have, right? It depends what the rules and regulation is in the club, but if you want a good speed controller, this here is the one to have. It's pretty awesome. It came with this kit. Now, I don't know much about these here, but I know there's quite a few of them, and I'm trying to collect one of these here myself. They're pretty good speed controller back in the day. I don't know if they're still good today or not, because I'm sure I'm sure they're pretty good, I would think. And another thing that came with this here kit is this here controller, guys. Man, you think I'm not like a Star Trek person? You know, a lot of Star Trek guns, so it is so crazy. But I can't get a battery for it because the connection, I don't know what connection this here goes into. If I know what the connection was, I would have bought a battery for it. There's a plug there, you plug in the battery, but I don't know how many cells that's in there. 4 or 6, I don't know. So I'm kind of bit that way, but I did a lot of research. Apparently this here was top of the range controller back in the day, and it's called the Profile Car Multi Flexus. So it's a pretty nice, comfortable controller, but really heavy, believe it or not. So that's the controller that came with it, which is pretty awesome. Manual, I got the manual with it. I have the paperwork for the Bodyshell. It tells you where the body post is at. Manual with the car. Now, there's some kits I've seen on eBay don't have manuals with them, guys. If you want to be a collector like me, collecting stuff for your shelf queen, make sure you get a manual with it, and make sure the box is in good shape. So that's the main key. There is a tea-colour paint. He painted the Bodyshell. I never seen these paint. I don't even know they're still going today. Purple. The purple one is pearl purple, and then the silver one is India silver, which is pretty usual name for the company. Patra. I can't really pronounce that word. That company. So that's the two paints being painted in, which is pretty cool. Shows you all the extra bodies you guys want to get. You know, you have a lot of selection here. An Audi or a Lexus, Alfa Romeo. It's crazy stuff like BMW, Z3. A load of collection there. There's one manual upgrade body post that came with it, so I don't know what's extra about it, but I have to do a lot of research for it to find out what's different in it. And so guys, the chassis is beautiful, and it's well looked after. Whoever owned it before me. Couple of wee scrapes in the bottom of it, nothing really serious. Did it race back in the day? I don't know. But the one thing I did know, now, I was looking through RC magazine, guys, and now this kit here came out 2000, right? But I done a lot of research there that this kit's been out before with a different name. So they call it the HPI RS4 Pro, one of the very first ones, right? The same chassis as this here, but the only difference is the Pro is a double-decker carbon fibre chassis, and then a carbon fibre shock tower front and back, and that's the only difference in it. Now the battery tray is the same as this Sports 2, but the Pro one is the same so everything's nearly the same, but the only thing that's missing is the poly. You see where the poly goes on my Sports 2, goes right there, but you see the Pro 1, it doesn't have one, so it doesn't. So it's just that that's sort of like, as a learning curve for the company, for HPI. But the next one came along was a Pro 2 with a different battery unit, so it is with 3 cells each side, which is pretty cool. And it's actually the same chassis as a Pro 1 and Sports 2, same as the one I have, but the Pro 2 has a carbon fibre, same as the Pro 1. The only thing that's different is the battery tray. That's the only difference. And my Sports 2 is just hard plastic material, what I have here at the minute, and the spur gear is just black, and the Pro 1 is just purple on both of them. So they did use the same chassis, so they did. I didn't know, so I don't know much about HPI, but it's a learning curve for me. It's the suspensions at the front there is not much play on it, which is good because that's the way the touring cars would have done it back in the day. And the back suspension there is nice and smooth for counterbalance. But I noticed one thing that's not there is anti-roll bar on both sides, so you can upgrade them to get anti-roll bars for them. So but you see the controller, but this is the weird thing about the controller. It came with this here, right? There is your transmitter, no sorry, there's your receiver there. Now I've seen receivers in the past, there's just a big square blocky 27 FM. This here is a very odd shape, and I think it's pretty cool. It's small, tiny, easy to install, wherever you want to put it in the chassis, which is pretty cool. Your speed controller here is on the left side, and your servos on the right. Guys, tell me, did you used to have one of these back in the day? Because this is the year 2000 that kit came out. But you see the Pro, the RS4 Pro, the first one, that came out in 97. So it did. I think it's 97. 97 that came out, and then the Pro 2 came out in 99. So this is the very last one that came out in 2000. So they used the same pattern, so they did. And what else we got to talk about? That's basically it, guys, for me to unbox and show you a bit of reviewing, and plus a wee bit of history there, because I've done a lot of research to find out. Any of you guys a big HPI fan? Let me know, because I think it's nearly a collector thing nowadays. But the only thing I love to get the original one is the Bodyshell. If I can find a Bodyshell for it, guys, that'd be pretty awesome. If I can't, I can pick something else. I'm not going to do anything to this chassis, because the chassis is like new. There's nothing to look at, so there's nothing really to strip down, because the wheel is nice and free, very nice and free. So that'll do for my shelf clean. I might have a wee run about on it if I can get a line of this RC tracks I'm trying to get a hold of. So guys, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in. If you're new, hit the subscribe button there. If you like this video, give me a bit of like there, and anything to say in the comment, guys, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.